Have you ever felt like the whole world is moving forward while you are standing still? Like everyone around you is growing, succeeding, celebrating, and somehow you are the only one left behind. You scroll through your phone. Someone you went to school with just bought a house. Another friend got promoted. Someone else is celebrating their success. And there you are, quiet, invisible, trying to understand why your life hasn't moved the way you hoped it would. This is the story of a man who lived through that exact moment, a man who watched everyone move ahead until one day he disappeared. His name was Daniel, not famous, not special, not the kind of person people notice when he walks into a room. Daniel was the quiet type, the kind of person who listens more than he speaks. But inside his mind, there was a storm. By the time Daniel turned 30, his life looked nothing like he imagined. His friends were building careers. Some were getting married. Others were starting businesses. And Daniel? He was still trying to figure things out, still trying to find his place in the world, still waking up every morning with a heavy feeling in his chest. You see, the painful part was not just being behind. The painful part was watching people he once helped move ahead of him, people he gave advice to, people who once came to him when they were lost. Now those same people were succeeding while he felt stuck. And slowly, something began to change inside him. At first, it was just a quiet thought, a whisper in his mind. Maybe I'm not good enough. That thought began to grow, day after day, week after week, month after month, until one day Daniel realized something terrifying. He had started to believe it. Life has a strange way of testing people. Not with loud explosions or dramatic disasters, but with silence. Long seasons where nothing seems to change. Long seasons where your effort feels invisible. Long seasons where doubt becomes louder than hope. Daniel lived in that season for years. He tried different jobs, different ideas, different paths, but nothing seemed to work. Every failure added another weight to his mind. Every comparison made the burden heavier. And eventually, Daniel began avoiding people. Not because he hated them, but because he hated the feeling inside himself when he saw them. The feeling that whispered, "You should be further in life." Then one night, something happened. Daniel sat alone in his small apartment. The room was quiet. His phone buzzed. A notification appeared. Another friend celebrating success, another achievement, another reminder that life was moving forward without him. For a moment, Daniel felt something break inside him. Not anger, not jealousy, something deeper, exhaustion. He looked at his reflection in the dark window, and for the first time in years, he asked himself a question. Not, "Why am I behind?" Not, "Why are they ahead?" But something different. He asked, "What if I stopped watching everyone else?" The question hung in the silence of the room. And in that moment, Daniel made a decision that nobody noticed, a decision that would change everything. He decided to disappear. Not disappear from the world completely, but disappear from comparison, disappear from noise, disappear from the constant pressure to prove himself to others. Daniel stopped explaining his plans. He stopped announcing his goals. He stopped posting updates about his life. To most people, it looked like he had simply faded away. But something powerful was happening behind the scenes. Daniel began rebuilding his life in silence. The first few months were hard, very hard, because when you remove distractions, you are left alone with your thoughts. And Daniel's thoughts were not kind. They reminded him of his failures, his mistakes, his lost time. But instead of running from those thoughts, he faced them. Every morning he woke up early, not because he felt motivated, but because he made a promise to himself. A small promise, just one step forward each day. Some days that step was learning something new. Some days it was exercising. Some days it was working late into the night on skills nobody saw. There were no celebrations, no applause, no validation, just quiet effort. Day after day, week after week, year after year. Something interesting happens when a person commits to silent discipline. At first, nothing changes. Then slowly, very slowly, everything begins to change. Daniel's confidence started returning, not the loud confidence people show online, but a quiet confidence, the kind built through struggle, the kind built through consistency, the kind built through proving something to yourself, not to the world. And while everyone else was busy chasing attention, Daniel was building strength. Years passed, 3 years, then 4. To the outside world, Daniel had disappeared, but inside, he had transformed. The man who once doubted himself had become someone different, someone focused, someone disciplined, someone calm in the face of difficulty. And then one day, the world noticed. Not because Daniel announced anything, not because he tried to impress anyone, but because results have a way of revealing themselves. The same people who once wondered what happened to him started seeing his progress. The quiet man they forgot about was no longer the same person. Here's the truth many people don't realize. Growth rarely happens in public. Real transformation happens in silence, in lonely mornings, in difficult nights, in moments when nobody believes in you except yourself. Daniel's story is not special. There are thousands of people walking the same path right now. People who feel behind, people who feel invisible, people who feel like the world forgot about them. But here's the secret. Being unnoticed can be your greatest advantage, because when nobody is watching, you are free to build, free to fail, free to learn, free to become stronger without pressure. So if you are in that season right now, the season where it feels like life is moving forward for everyone else, remember this. Your story is not over. Your progress is not defined by someone else's timeline. And sometimes, the most powerful thing a person can do is step away from the noise and start building in silence. Because one day, the same people who thought you disappeared will look at your life and wonder how you became so strong. And the answer will be simple. You stopped watching everyone else and started building yourself in silence.